What's up guys, my name is Brandon and welcome back to another jailbreak update video. And it's been really quiet lately. So before we talk about that quietness and a lot more, I just want to mention that this is episode number 13 of this series. So if you haven't watched the past at least 3 episodes, I'd go back and watch those before watching this video, just so you aren't confused and you understand everything and you don't ask questions that I've already answered in a previous episode. So anyways, in this video, we're going to be talking about this whole quiet phase that's going on right now, along with Luca Tedesco working for Apple, why the Gamma version isn't here yet, why Luca Tedesco most likely will not quit right now, the iOS 10.2 jailbreak and iOS 10.2.1, Pangu possibly making a return, and more. Alright, so first of all, I just want to make it very clear that we do not have a Gamma version of Yalu yet. I have a lot of people still asking me for some reason, so I just want to make it very clear to start out this video, we have no Gamma release just yet, and there's no ETA for that. And another thing I want to make clear is that the iOS 10 to 10.1.1 jailbreak is the same jailbreak as the iOS 10.2 jailbreak, meaning that when the Yalu version gets updated, the Yalu jailbreak gets updated to a later version, iOS 10 through 10.2 will be jailbreakable with the same tool. So some people seem to think that it was going to be 2 different tools for the 10.2 jailbreak and the 10.1.1 jailbreak, but it is going to be one single tool. And I say iOS 10 through 10.2, but that is only for every phone except for the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, which of course need to be on iOS 10.1 or 10.1.1. All right, so now let's talk about the whole Luca Tedesco is working for Apple and there's never going to be another jailbreak fiasco. So this whole story kind of resurfaced when Forbes published their 30 under 30 list for Europe, which Luca Tedesco was a part of. And by the way, congratulations to Luca for getting on that list at such a young age of 19. It's really incredible. So along with the first clear picture I've actually seen of Luca Tedesco, Forbes published a little note with Luca Tedesco saying that he was handpicked by Apple to participate in the bug bounty program. All right, so first of all, Luca Tedesco actually met with Apple last year at their headquarters in Cupertino to talk about this bug bounty program. And he wasn't the only one. It was people like Ionic and a few other, big name hackers out there in the iOS space. So he's technically been working for Apple for, about a year now. So it's not really any new news. And a lot of people seem to be concerned as well because they think he's an employee. But how it works is he's most likely going to just be a contractor, which means he's not an employee. He doesn't have to abide by their rules or anything. He is just a contractor who helps them out with some work. He's not an actual employee. All right, so now let's put this together. He met with Apple last year in Cupertino, but, months later, he released a jailbreak. So that kind of throws out all the theories, suggesting that he's not going to release a jailbreak just because he met with Apple and is participating in their bug bounty program. And I've talked about this extensively in videos before. I've mentioned it in tweets tons of times, but still people get confused. There's a lot of misinformation out there, and I just want to make it clear once again. Now, to expand on this a little bit, I'm going to read you a comment I left on a video that had a different opinion than mine, and I just want to read it out. And if you're following me on Twitter, you've already seen this, but I just want to read it for those who aren't following me on Twitter. All right, so Apple isn't trying to prevent jailbreaking. They're just trying to make sure iOS is as secure as possible for the vast majority of its customers. They don't want to kill Cydia or jailbreaking. They just want to kill the dangerous exploits that have been used to remotely jailbreak the devices of high-profile individuals, like the government official did, had his phone hacked with iOS 9, and they just want to make sure that doesn't happen again. And like I said, Luca met with Apple to talk about the bug bounty program last year, but he still released a jailbreak for iOS 10 using some of his own zero-day exploits this year. And every year people say that jailbreaking is going to die, but it never does. Does it get tougher to jailbreak? Sure it does, but there will likely always be hackers or teams that release a jailbreak due to the sheer size of iPhone users and the fact that they can get a jailbreak installed on millions of devices and get funded by bigger companies. So no, there's no reason to believe that jailbreaking is going to die anytime soon. Now, will Luca release another jailbreak? Probably not, and I really don't blame him after seeing how he was treated for this jailbreak. But just like everything in life, things come and go, and somebody will replace, or some team, I should say, will replace Luca when that time comes. Now, let's switch gears for a second and talk about the Gamma version of Yalu. So since it's been a month, since he actually said it would be released, there's been a lot of people wondering, is he dead? Is he quitting? What's going on with Luca Tedesco? So no, he's not dead, and no, he most likely will not be quitting before the final version is released. As for where he's been, nobody really knows right now. I mean, he's tweeted here and there, but he went a long period of time without tweeting, and people just kind of panicked and assumed he was done for good. So I wanted to kind of break down the possibilities of what he could be doing right now. So the very first thing that I think he could be doing, and is the most likely thing that he's doing right now, is working with Timstar on the future restore restore downgrade tool so that he can downgrade devices to 10.1.1. And he actually tweeted about this exact thing a while back, saying that, releases are planned, but he's more interested in future restore and downgrading right now. So there's also a possibility that he's working on another project that has more monetary incentive, which means he's going to be getting paid more from this project. There's the possibility that he's patching up more bugs in Yalu, or he could just be waiting for Apple to close the iOS 10.2 signing period. This is the least likely, but this is actually a very, very interesting theory that I have myself that I do not want to share publicly, but it's a possibility. So the only thing I can say right now is just to stay patient. I know it's really tough at this point, and a lot of people are giving up hope, but the jailbreak's coming. I mean, we just have to stay patient. All right, so now what about Pangu? I've had a few people ask me on Twitter and Instagram about Pangu, and are they gonna be coming back? Are they gonna release a jailbreak for 10.2.1 or 10.3? What's the deal with Pangu? And just like everyone else, I don't know. So, Pangu is so secretive and private that it's really tough to tell when they're gonna release a jailbreak or if they're gonna release a jailbreak. Now, they are private, but they did release a tweet about a week before the 9.3.3 jailbreak. So I'd say that unless we see a tweet, then we probably can't expect a public jailbreak release from Pangu for 10.2.1 or 10.3. As for iOS 10.2.1, the public final release, I expect that to be released on either Monday or Tuesday. And I also expect iOS 10.3 beta 1 to follow very shortly after, either that same week or the following week. And as you guys know, there is no jailbreak for iOS 10.2.1, so do not update when that gets released. Also, if you're on 10.1.1, do not update to 10.2 yet. Just stay where you're at right now. And if you have any other questions about your specific scenario, you can leave a comment down below and I'll try to help you out. So there you have it, guys. That is just a jailbreak update video on really a whole lot of nothing, but kind of something. You know what I mean? It's a lot of theoretical stuff I talked about in this video, but everybody wanted a jailbreak video, so I definitely wanted to make a jailbreak update video. So I wanted to make an update video for you guys regardless. So just to recap, this isn't the end of jailbreaking as we know it. Luca working for Apple isn't going to change much for us. Nobody knows what Luca is doing right now, but we just have to stay patient. We don't really know what Pangu is up to, and I wouldn't expect anything to be released unless we see a tweet from them. And iOS 10.2.1 is likely going to be released on either Monday or Tuesday of this next week, and you should not update if you're interested in jailbreaking. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it around with your jailbreaking friends, and make sure to subscribe for the next episode and obviously the final release. I'll make a video on the final release of Yalu and have a full tutorial for that. So thank you guys so much again for watching, and I'll see you soon.